What's going on? Hi, Hazel Eyes. Sorry, guys, in my dressing gown with my bed hair. Excuse the massive hairdo I've got going on. What's going on with my hair? Hi, guys. Hi, Dinky DG. Hi, Goddess. Like, whoa. Sorry I'm a bit late doing the live, guys. I just had to post a TikTok and it took me a lot longer than I expected. God, I'm 10 minutes late for my own live. Sorry, guys. Didn't realise. You look great. Oh, I've got severe bed hair. Thank you. I just saw your last TikTok. Loved it. I wasn't going to post it because the funny thing is the girl who posted that question then posted a lovely comment afterwards after she'd watched the live saying, oh, I get it now. It's 80% self-concept affirmations, 20% SP. But when I recorded it, I was like, I'm running out of material. I better post it. But I don't want that poor girl to think I was yelling at her because then she got it. The penny dropped. So the next comment I'll post is the one where she gets it and she realizes, I've got to focus on me. I've got it. It's the same person. The penny dropped. I missed you. What's up, Mama? I appreciate you recommending people to your account. Oh, thanks, darling. I've been waiting. Oh, it's Christine from Facebook. I know the name throws you off. Oh, hi, Christine. Oh, it's Christine. Oh, yes, it is too. Sorry, guys. I literally am running 10 minutes late for my own live. I said would start at 9. Sorry. Just realised I'm 10 minutes late. 15 minutes almost. Hi, guys. Oh, thanks for the flowers, darling. Any questions, guys? Excuse me in my pajamas and my bed hair. So much love for you. Oh, darling. Hi, Brittany. Oh, thanks, Aluna, for the, what are you sending me? Spaceman. I'm a master manifestor. Yes, darling. Hello, it's Retreat Wendy. We have 2 amazing chat groups thanks to you. Oh, do you, darling? Now, Wendy, about the retreat idea. I looked into what I would have to do to leave Western Australia. Now, you've got to understand, I'm in Perth, Western Australia. It's the most isolated capital city in the entire world. It's the most locked down place in the entire world presently. Okay? The borders were shut for ages. To get in to WA, so for me to fly out, it's not a problem. For me to come back in to go home, I have to pass all the COVID checks, have a vaccination for COVID, I think. I'm not sure about the vaccination for COVID, but I definitely don't want to have that. And then stay in a hotel, quarantined for 14 days at a cost of $2,500 or more. For me to just get back home. And I have to stay in the hotel for 14 days, can't see anybody, and have to fork out $2,500. I was like, what? Because my dad had told me that 2-week quarantine, yeah. Even if you don't have any signs of anything, you've got to do it. And I was like, oh my God. So it doesn't matter where we go, I'll have to do that. So if I'm going to go, it'll have to be like a big trip for me, like worthwhile. Like I'd have to go back to England, see my house, do a whole lot of shit. Because for me to come back and stay in a hotel for 2 weeks of my life and not be able to see my pets and see anybody like in my life, my loved ones, well, fucked up. I don't want to do that. But I love the retreat idea. Maybe we should aim for late August for my birthday. But I'll look more into it, into the rachinations for me. Then we'll have to wait a little bit, or let's do London. Yes. I have to wait a little bit. Just COVID's just throwing everything, and it's just so annoying. And the flights for everywhere are so expensive. Like I looked up Barbados. To get to Barbados from Australia, the minimum cost flight I could find was $7,500 from where I am. I was like, what? Because the flights are so expensive. Even me to go to see my dad in Bali is a couple of grand, and it used to be like $200. It's really bad, the flight costs. So I don't want it to be really costly for everyone as well. That's the other thing. But we'll think about it. $7,500, yeah. And the next flight was $10,000, $10,000, $10,000, $10,000. You have plenty of people in WA that would attend. Really, do I? Has every client of yours got their manifestation? No, darling. No client of anybody's all got their manifestation. What are you talking about? How do I know, first of all? And secondly, I've only been coaching since the middle of February. And thirdly, I don't know what they're doing with their brain. And not everyone gives me updates. I don't know if they're affirming all day. Some people get on second calls with me and they haven't been affirming. Some people have been affirming like motherfuckers, but the old story's still running. you're obviously one of these people who needs to find out, oh, how does this work? Has everyone got their manifestation? Because I don't believe this shit works. I need to hear all the success stories. I need to hear that everyone's got success. If you're doing that, that is coming from a place of feeling like manifestation doesn't work for you. And I don't mean to jump on you, but you need to go to the Facebook group and read the success stories. Everyone is different. Everyone's timing is different. Everyone's doing different things. I'm not in everyone's bedroom knowing if they're doing what I said, like affirming every morning, if they're affirming when they're idle, if they're jumping in on the negative thoughts. I don't know what you guys are doing after you've had a call with me. I'm just telling you what I think you could do and trusting that you're going to go and do the work. Now, some people have gone and done the work and they've had amazing results and they're in the Facebook group. Other people are lazy and then they complain and they're in victim mode on a second call saying to me, oh, it's not happening. And I'm like, have you been affirming every day? And they're like, oh, some days I miss it. You know, I just don't, my negative thoughts take over. And I'm like, what are you expecting will happen? This isn't magic. I'm not going to go, ting, here's your SP. Ting, here's your new house. Ting, 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 magic. It's not magic, guys. It's reprogramming your mind. And I have no idea what people are doing after they've had a call with me, if they're reprogramming their mind or not correctly. I've been saying, I know you're coming back, because I want, hang on, what's this? Because I'm way too special and you know it. Yes, that's great. There's a subreddit of success stories that go into detail about what they did. Oh, is there a subreddit? Oh, you mean a subreddit of like Neville Goddard? Well, on Reddit. What's it called, darling? I always feel calm and relaxed. Is that enough to release resistance for anxiety? Yes, darling, look, feeling calm and relaxed is great, okay? And if you're still feeling anxious whilst feeling calm and relaxed, that's because you're not changing your thinking. So if you're getting all calm, relaxed, you're doing meditation, the problem with that is doing guided meditations, slowing your breathing, feeling calm, fantastic, but it doesn't turn your mind to new thoughts. You need to jump in with affirmations. Feeling calm won't do a hell of a lot. It'll help you, but it won't stop the thinking that's causing the anxiety. The anxiety is caused by the thinking. Then the bodily function that happens during those thoughts is anxious feelings in your body, like tension, like headaches, like shakiness, like a panic attack. That's caused by the thought you have. You have to have the thought first and then physiologically you react. So what you need to do, yes, make yourself calm with meditations or feeling calm or breathing or whatever you're doing, which is wonderful, but you've got to replace the negative thinking every time it jumps in with an affirmation that's positive or the story that you want. Okay? Thoughts on inner dialogue. We're having inner dialogues all day long, guys. It's your self-talk. If you're talking about that with your SP or a person you want to be with, yes, absolutely. Talk to them as if they're here because they are here. You are not separate. Talk to them all day. Hear them say what you want to hear them say back. It's a wonderful idea. Katie on Create Your Future, the YouTube channel, has got wonderful videos on this. The video is freezing. Oh, really? As we manifest, can the other person deny the energy? No. I had to leave Facebook of Nice LOA Coach because it was getting mean and people judging started to trigger me. Oh, what group was that? I see, that's what I don't want in my group, guys. That's why I'm being vigilant on any kind of bullying when you guys have got these chat groups, because you guys all start in the chat groups and I don't know what's going on in there. I can only see what's happening in the page. And if anything happens in the page, I see it. But in the chat groups, I've got no control over that. So I really want to encourage you all to not ever trigger each other with your shit, but also to be kind. You're all going through it. You all need to be kind to each other and not be bullying. Yes. If you're bullying, you're going to be out of my group. And I'm not joking. I'm off to the gym then. Glad I could catch you guys for a second. Stay persistent, kings and queens. Oh, cat. Wonderful. Love your accent. Oh, thanks, darling. You're law of assumption, not law of attraction, right? Yes, guys. There's a couple of people coming into the group who are probably law of attraction-y people who've learnt that stuff and they're trying to post things on the main page that the law of attraction speak. I don't teach any of that crap because it's not real. It doesn't work. It's not a thing. You're not attracting anything. The universe isn't doing shit for you. So if you put a video or a post or a meme that's got anything to do with aligning or the universe or energy or it's just all bullshit. Like none of that is anything. It's just complete and utter bullshit. And it's not manifesting anything for you. It's your subconscious mind that manifests, not energy, not the universe. So please don't post anything like that in the group, guys, because I just won't approve it. Hang on. Do you like Aaron Doty? Who's that? I don't know that person. Is that true, Loz? Please advise. No. What are we saying? What are we saying no to? Annan. What did Annan say? Love your group so much. Oh, you love your group, your chat group. Oh, wonderful, darling. Lots of people have decided to join the chat group. So, oh, Kim Velez's group. Not her, but the people there were awful. Oh, really, Molly? Look, the problem with Kim's group is she does have questions on the main page and there's no control. I mean, there are moderators, but there's not a lot of control about the answers. And so anyone could be saying anything, really. I used to be in there a lot answering people's questions. That's why I started this as question and answer, because so many people used to DM me when I answered a question on Kim's group. They'd say, can I DM you? Can I DM you? And I had so many fucking DMs. I was like, oh, shit. Maybe I'll just do a TikTok of affirmations. And then when I thought, oh, well, maybe I'll just do a TikTok answering questions. While manifesting, do people come in to help create it faster? Seems like that's what's happening to me. Yes. There's a lovely quote by Goethe, and I don't like using it because it says the universe, but he says this: at the moment of commitment, the universe conspires to assist you. And what that means is, as you send the thought out that I am doing this, I am loved, I am married, I am a millionaire, I am everyone's favorite manifestation TikToker, whatever it is you're saying you are, you've committed to it, you believe you are that now, you're sending that thought out, everyone moves to make it so. They conspire to assist you. Okay, and that's what Neville calls movement. They start moving to reflect your thinking. My chat group is so amazing. The support here is insane. Oh, wonderful, guys. Where is this thing? Oh, thanks. Love your accent. Oh, thanks, darling. Love your energy. Oh, thank you. I'm seeing all these birds fall land. However, tonight the 3D is stressing me out. Well, don't worry, T. Marie. What's happening? Tell us. Why are you freaking out? Don't look at it. Or think, oh, well, shit, I created this crap, I'm changing it. How do you know if your SP is subconsciously manifesting you? They're not, darling, because they're in their reality doing whatever the fuck they're doing. It doesn't affect you what they're doing. They can only reflect your thinking. So how can they be manifesting you? It's ridiculous. Don't even think about that. Just be like, I'm manifesting them, the end. And they have no choice but to reflect my thinking, the end. Don't think about them manifesting you. No one can manifest anything in your reality. Hang on, what was this person saying and everyone was replying? How would you recommend to get rid of the old story? I'm not sure I'm doing it correctly. A lot of you are obsessed with getting rid of it, thinking, oh, it's just going to go away. You have to replace it with the new story. Guys, your thoughts don't just go away by themselves. You have to replace them with the new thinking. That's why I give you affirmations. That's why I say write the new story and focus on the new story and only think about the new story and affirm for the new story and visualize the new story. It's all about the new story, not the old story. Got it? Your nature abhors a vacuum. As soon as you take a thought away, you think, oh, I've taken that thought away. Well, another thought's going to jump into the vacuum of emptiness that you've just created of no thought. You're just going to have another thought. And if you aren't putting good thoughts in, just another bad thought will come in, an old story thought will come back in. You've got to replace it so the vacuum isn't created and just it sucks in another old thought. Got it? Do you guys understand what I mean by nature abhors a vacuum? It's literally science. It means if you create a vacuum like a black hole, everything just gets sucked into it. So if you create this vacuum of no old story and you don't put in new thoughts, a vacuum is literally created in a way. And it will just suck in old thoughts, not new thoughts, if you haven't bothered to replace the thinking in your brain. It needs thoughts to think. You will think the same amount of thoughts all day. You're not going to just stop thinking. Oh, stop thinking about the old story. I'm not going to think all day now. That's not how it works. You think thoughts all day. So you have to think new thoughts to replace the old shit. It's never going to stop thinking, your subconscious. It's going to think all day. That's why you dream. That's why your brain is active during the night. It never stops. It never stops thinking. That's what dreams are, guys. Got it? So if I want to marry Loz, all I have to do is say it all day and be positive. Okay, Ricky, well, you try that. Let's see if it happens. And audio apps for iPhones to listen to stuff at mount. What does that mean? Amount? So you can do like audio loop or think up. Meeting with my SP today, and I've got a job I've wanted for years last night. Oh, congratulations, darling. Oh, what to tell us all about it. Technically, Loz, he can. Technically, Loz, he can what? Marry me. Well, Ricky, go ahead. Can you make more videos on stepping into our feminine energy and not masculine energy? Yes, I will, guys. I am making a course about this, but I will do some more because I know everyone liked those. They were like, what? I've never heard this before. I'm like, what? Haven't you? I thought everyone knew this shit. I will do it. What do you think about the 369 method? It's a load of crap, darling. Nikola Tesla never in his whole life spoke about manifesting. He spoke about science. He was talking about the universe in terms of science. And people have run with the word universe and thought Nikola Tesla was talking about the universe. He wasn't talking about manifesting in regards to the universe. He was just talking about space. There's some fucking idiots on here, darling. Please stop watching them. If anyone mentions 369, I want you to press your screen really hard on the YouTube page and press not interested, because they're a fucking moron. And they're making up some crap and they're following everyone else's videos and they're regurgitating the other videos about 369, even though they don't have a fucking clue what Nikola Tesla even spoke about. And he never, in his whole fucking life, mentioned manifestation. My new medication's side effect is increased anxiety. Any self-concept for negative thoughts? Okay, so Megan, I want you to stop affirming that that is a side effect that you're having. I don't care if the doctor told you that. I don't care if it's got it on the side of the packet. Just ignore that. Just be like, well, I don't get these side effects. Side effects don't affect me. Side effects don't affect me. I don't get side effects. I don't get side effects. Say that. Okay? And same with you're going to go get the COVID vaccine, guys. Say that. I don't get side effects. Okay? It's like, that doesn't apply to me. All right? And then you can say, I am calm. I'm in control. I only think the thoughts I want to think. Okay? Say those things, darling. But also say, I have no side effects. Loz, how do I open my heart to receive love? Is that revising past with affirmations? Yes, darling, but also I really want you to hone in on your childhood core beliefs, what happened in childhood that makes you feel like you can't open your heart, that makes you feel closed off, that makes you feel like you put a wall around you, that makes you feel like you're going to get hurt or rejected, makes you feel scared. That's when you don't open your heart, guys, because you're in fear of being rejected or being hurt. Either you're abused in some way or there were trust issues in your family and therefore you feel like you're going to get hurt, or you feel not good enough in some way and you feel like you're going to get rejected, and that's why you don't open your heart. Okay? I trust the people I love with my heart. I can trust them with my fears and worries. I trust that the people I love me. Say those things, darling. Hi, love. How do you ignore the current reality? Well, sometimes you can't. If you can't, just accept it. If you can ignore it, literally just be like, don't look at it. Don't look at the socials. Don't stalk socials. Don't look at things that are going to trigger you like the news. Avoid things, guys. Literally avoid talking to people who are going to trigger you, watching the news, if health stuff and COVID stuff triggers you, looking at socials if you think you're going to see a third party. Avoid stuff, guys. I never read the newspaper or watch the news for a reason. The facts of the world affect your brain. I don't like it affecting my brain. It'll affect my thinking. Okay? I used to listen to Abraham Hicks when I go on a walk. Today I started listening to your videos. Oh, good, darling. Throw that Abraham Hicks stuff in the trash. She's a fucking idiot. You look beautiful tonight and such good hair. Oh, my God. I was complaining when I first got on and telling everyone I'm so sorry about my bed hair and my dressing gown. I literally just washed my face and went, okay, well, we're doing the live like this. But thank you, darling. It's the beauty filter. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by these filters. It's filters. Oh, thanks, guys. You always put me right back on track, Loz. Love you. Oh, thanks, darling. I've thought about the good side of SP so much, I forgot about how we broke up. Fuck the old story. Wonderful, darling. Yeah, guys, anything they said that hurt you, just understand it was out of your brain first and into their brain. Forgive them. They know not what they do. See them only as a good person. Because why would you want them back otherwise? Seriously. I felt better listening to you. Oh, good, darling. Yeah, guys, if you're feeling anxious or depressed, just go on a Loz binge. It'll make you feel better. It'll be motivating and anyway. Oh, yes, I am in Australia, darling. Oh, thank you. Is it true? So it's true. My mum, what? That is so true. My mum and I got the vaccine and she got side effects. I didn't get any. Ah, Jasmine. Yes. Wonderful, darling. You were using your brain. Do you believe in angel numbers? No, darling. It's just your reticular activating system noticing a number and then you give it meaning. We've got to remember manifesting is not hard, then it won't be. Yes, guys, stop saying it's hard. Stop saying it's not working. Someone wrote today, I saw it in the group chat, forum. Does anyone else think that manifesting doesn't work for them? And I felt like writing, darling, you're literally manifesting it not working by saying this. What the fuck? You've been watching all my videos. How are you even putting this comment? Just by putting the comment down, you're saying manifesting doesn't work for me. Well, you're manifesting all day long, all the bad shit. Now just manifest the good shit. I reacted, but I turned it around. Wonderful. We're talking / flirting and we're planning to meet up next week. Oh, Nicolette. Yay. Look, guys, if you feel like you really fucked things up and you reacted, doesn't matter. Throw those thoughts away that you've messed it up. Throw those thoughts away that you reacted and did something bad, and just be like, they forgive me for anything. They love my crazy. They think I'm so cute. They love me anyway. Wonderful, darling. Just assume he's back because he loves you. Log, yes. Now we've seen someone talk 369. I exit real quick. Good. What are some good ways to ignore the 3D? I'm getting anxious/impatient. Well, if you're getting anxious/impatient, you're not understanding your power, darling. Anxious/impatient means, why isn't it here yet? It's not here yet. You're not getting this, darling. Believe you have received it, and you will. Put that on your wall. Type it out, put it on your wall. It's out of the fucking Bible. Believe you have received it. It's here already, and you will. Not believe it's coming. Wait around. Look at the 3D and see if it's here yet. It's here now. That's the key to manifesting. I am that now. I am married. I am loved. He loves being my boyfriend. He's my boyfriend already. If you're getting impatient and getting anxious, you're doing this wrong. You're thinking it's coming from outside of you. You're thinking it's not here yet. It's here already in your mind. This is the only reality, guys. Up here, your consciousness, what you're imagining is real. Out here is a reflection of out there. Out here is a reflection of in here. In here is real. Out here is laggy and old and a reflection. If you're looking at it, you're doing it wrong. You've got to think up here is where I live. Up here is what's real. Up here, we are blissfully, happily married. Up here, he loves me so much. Well, that's real. If I look out here and I can't see it yet, doesn't matter because up here is real. It'll reflect out here, and then this will be real eventually. What I had up here will be out here. As within, so without. That's what that means, guys. If you're looking at it and thinking it's not here yet, you're not understanding that you have to be in your brain, constantly thinking the thoughts you want, constantly seeing the images you want, imagining what you want, imagining it's done already. If you're not doing that, you're doing it wrong. And you'll be waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for it to turn up and getting impatient and saying things like, give me some affirmations so I'm not impatient. Well, I can't give you any fucking affirmations till you realize that what is out here is old and laggy and you created it. So if you created it, you can uncreate it. Really get that, guys. Oh, he's acting like that because of what I thought. Oh, well then what am I worried about? He disappeared because of what I thought. Well then what am I worried about? I can just make him come back. Got it? Because some of you really aren't getting this. Here is real. Here is old and your creation. So don't get shitty at it. Don't get impatient with it. You did it. Does that make sense? I feel, does looking at pictures of when we were together help for SP to come back? It's not doing anything, but if it makes you feel sad and longingly about them, then don't do it. But if you can look at it and be like, oh, baby, you love me so much. Can't wait till you get home from work today and bring me my favourite meal from the restaurant up the road. Baby, remember that time we did that? Oh, it's so funny. Imagine him, he's there with you looking at the photo, but don't look at it longingly. Longingly like it was in the past and he's never coming back. Don't do that. How does our brain know a memory versus visualizing manifestations? It doesn't. That's the key. That's why visualizing works, guys. Your subconscious mind accepts as true anything you present to it. That's it. So if you keep visualizing the same scene over and over, a scene that was the opposite of what happened in the breakup, you revise it, it'll start thinking, oh, well, that's what happened. Because the past is the past, guys. It's simply a memory. It doesn't actually exist anymore. There's only now, and now that's gone, and now it's now. And now that's gone, and now. Got it? That's why revision works. It's in the past. It's simply a memory. And your subconscious mind has held on to that, and then if you replace it, it'll think the new memory. If they said, fuck off and die, and you think, oh, they love me, he loves me so much, he loves me, 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 eventually that'll sink in, and it'll accept it as true, because that's what you're giving it. What you're predominantly giving your brain. Got it? Visualizing is one of my favourite things I ever do. I used to do it as a kid all the time. Yes, guys, Cheyenne, we all did. We were all master manifestors when we were kids. Then they stuck us in school, told us to sit down, told us to learn, told us to remember, and told us to stop being so blah, blah, blah. Stop imagining, stop daydreaming. Hey, you, stop daydreaming and staring out the window. Look here. They fucking shook it out of us, guys, on purpose. Think about it. I know that sounds like a conspiracy theory, but the greatest minds of the world know how to use their mind. Everyone else forgets how to. Okay? Spot on, yes. If I have the desire for certain things with SP, should I do them while SP isn't with me in the 3D still? Guys, you can do whatever you want in the 3D still if you want. But don't put your life on hold because your SP's not there doing them with you. Absolutely not. Keep going on with your life. If you want to join the gym with him and now you're split up, well, join the gym. Like, don't stop yourself, guys. I want you to live your lives. I want you to go out and live your lives, absolutely. I've been listening to sleep affirmations from the live. From what? From the Live You Live You Love YouTube channel. From the what is it? From the the Life You Love YouTube channel. I've never heard of it. After only 2 days of watching you, he called. He won't leave me alone. Oh, Electra, yay! What are you doing? Tell us. Only 2 days? What were you doing, darling? Aw. Were you working on your self-concept? What were you doing? Yay! Started reading You Can Heal Your Life, and my roommate is excited to do it with me. Oh, good. Yes, Louise Hay's books are wonderful, darling. Wonderful. I have to look at pictures. Why? Izzy, you're the one who wrote that fucking comment in the group saying, does anyone else feel like manifesting isn't working for me? I felt like screaming at you through the fucking screen when I saw that this morning. Darling, you're manifesting everything. Manifesting is working for you. And right now, you're manifesting this. Sad emoji, constantly. Sad emoji. Stop posting sad emojis. Stop looking at the pictures longingly. Stop thinking it's not working. Your negative thinking is creating a shitty reality, and that's why you're thinking it's not fucking working for you. But what you're actually manifesting is marvelously, geniusly working because you're manifesting the bad shit. Izzy. Are you not getting this? You manifest everything you're thinking dominantly, and you're dominantly thinking, and that's what you're getting, Izzy. Stop fucking thinking that shit. Go and watch all my lives. Don't want to see another post like that again in the fucking questions. You don't understand that you manifested everything already and you're still manifesting? How have you not been sinking that in when you've been watching me, darling? Yelling at you because you're annoying me with that question. Thanks. Good. No point in yelling at her. She won't listen. There she is. She's listening. She just said, thank you. Izzy. I'm yelling at everyone else too. But darling, you manifest everything already. You're already doing it. Stop with the sad emojis. No more this. This. It's coming. It's here. Ah. Okay. I only want to see these emojis from now on. I need this as my alarm clock daily. Oh, there's coffin? There's coffin emojis? I'm always doing skull. When I say I'm dead, I'm going to use a coffin. Never knew there was a coffin emoji. Why is there a coffin emoji? How fucking weird. They don't have a giraffe, but we have a coffin. Strange. Affirming all day makes manifestation come faster? Yes, because it's new thinking, guys. I love how honest you are. Thank you. Loz, are you drinking water? Because if so, same. Oh, yes, I am. I'm always drinking water, guys. I think I drink more water than the average person. I am new here. Oh, welcome, Nina. If you're really lost, guys, do go to my TikTok series called How to Manifest Properly. If you've come from LOA and you're hella fucking lost, it's got a black heading, and it says Law of Attraction versus Law of Assumptions, about 16 videos, and it goes in great detail. It's probably down the bottom, towards the bottom, and it's a series, How to Manifest Properly. Okay, and then go to the Facebook group, guys, and watch all these lives back. I save all these lives in the Facebook group. There's over 150-something lives in there. Plus, I go live tomorrow. It's Facebook Fridays. I go live every Friday in Facebook. So you're more likely to get your question answered in there because there's less people on the live. There's probably only about 80 people as opposed to 150 or so. Okay? And we drink wine and we manifest. Okay? But you can watch all the lives back and you can ask questions in the Q&A forum. Not on the main page, but the Q&A forum. Okay? Me too, Loz. 4 litres of water a day. I'm always running to wee. Yes, me too. I love that gummy bear was here to answer. What? The gummy bear. Something flipped lately, and now I have zero doubt. My mind caught up, and it's like, yeah, this is mine. Wonderful! Wonderful, darling. Hooray! I was also able to manifest that SP's Min wouldn't be mad at me once I told her the mistake I made. You mean Mum? Wonderful, darling. Good for you. Great. As we sit here, all these other bees are texting me, but not SP I want. Don't worry, darling. Christine, don't worry. Look, It's just getting rid of the old story about your SP. That's the key. If you're getting all these other birds, then it's the old story. And the old version of him you haven't got rid of. I was also maybe able to manifest that SPs... I saw that one. Wait, where are the videos? On YouTube or Facebook? Facebook, not YouTube yet, guys. I haven't posted them to YouTube yet. I don't have time. Okay, today's my only day without calls. And I'm putting the courses together that I'm creating, the manifesting course and the Get Your Ex Back course and the self-concept course. But all the lives are saved in the Subconscious Laws Facebook group. The link's in my bio, or search space Laws, Subconscious Laws on Facebook. Okay, and just tell me where you found me so I know you're not a spammer. Is it enough to know it's coming or only already here? I have less resistance with that. Already here is better, but if you have to say it's coming, that helps your brain, we'll do that. I always think your water is spiked. No, darling, it's just me. I'm just hyper like that. Manifesting to stop eating junk food. I only eat healthy. I love eating healthy food. My body loves healthy food. Start saying those things, darling. My SP is asking me on a date this weekend, period. Oh, good, Ellie. You tell him that. Gummy bear, you got to change that to something more positive. What's happening? Did you say how to manifest properly on TikTok? Because I can't find it. Yes, it's called How to Manifest Properly. It's got a black heading. I'm in a pink top. It's probably towards the bottom of the page, probably about 5 rows up. Okay, and it's a series of about 16 videos. I will actually put it in an album on the Facebook group because it's really hard to find anything on TikTok, guys. I don't have those playlists yet. Otherwise, I would stick it all in a playlist. But I explain in great detail how to manifest properly from beginning to end. And I give you 2 examples of how I did it using visualization and affirming. I walk around thinking people will disappoint or hurt me. It's hard for me to communicate sometimes. Well, that's what's going on with you guys. Okay, if you're doing that, it's because you feel like someone's going to disappoint you or hurt you. So what happened in your childhood, darling, was someone did hurt you. Okay, was it abuse? A lot of the time it is that. Sometimes it's not that. Sometimes it's like your parent left and left you completely alone with the other parent and never came back. Or it could be that people actually were cruel to you at home. You didn't have kindness at home. People were unkind. Okay, and 1 minute they were nice to you, the next minute they weren't. Or 1 minute they were there, and the next minute they weren't. It was unstable. Okay, and that means you feel like hurt is going to come at any moment from somewhere else. So if you love someone, you anticipate being hurt by them, and you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. Okay, so assess what that is in your childhood, darling, that caused that thinking, and you've got to affirm against that thinking. What I said to you: I trust people with my heart. I trust that the people I love me. I know they'll always be there for me whenever I need them. Say those things, darling. I manifested to quit smoking, and now I'm 24 days of being a non-smoker. Oh, Wonder Woman, yay! Congratulations. Wow, good for you, darling. Love it. SP still checks my socials, though. I've got to affirm that into a call and reconciliation. Yes, darling, do that. Just say they're constantly calling and texting me. They're dying to see me. They're constantly checking my socials all day. She's obsessed with me. He's obsessed with me. Say that. I walk around. Oh, I saw that one. Is that your cat in the background? Where? No. It's just a lamp. She's back on the bed. She sits in the sun in the morning because the bedroom's sunny. I'll be sending you my 2-week update in the morning, Laws. Oh, wonderful, darling. Hooray. My SP's birthday is tomorrow. Not sure to message or not. Okay, look, guys, that's really hard when it's their birthday. Only you can assess whether you should do that or not, whether you feel that you can handle their reaction, okay? So I want you to do this. Think, if they don't text me back or they send a cold thank you, will I be able to handle it? If you won't be able to, I wouldn't do it. But if you can, do it. And don't anticipate you're going to get that cold reaction, okay? You can say, he is thrilled to hear from me. He's going to be so thrilled to hear from me. He's going to give me such a warm response because he's been waiting to hear from me. He's been dying to hear from me all day. And he was so thrilled that I texted him. Think that. And anticipate they'll be thrilled to hear from you guys. I've been listening to Heartbreak Anthem, missed SP, and kept affirming for myself and said it's mine. Oh, is that little mix song people are talking about? My SP has had massive movement, but the thoughts keep creeping in. I'm fighting them off with positive. My SP has massive movement. What do you mean your SP has massive movement? You mean you have your massive movement with your SP? Yes, but fight off the old thoughts. Yes, absolutely. Loz, I loved our call yesterday. Thank you so much. Already writing my gratitude. Oh, wonderful, Molly. Darling, you've done so, I mean, you've come so far. I just can't even get over it. Amazing. You've done so much work. Where's your dog? Where is my dog? Oh, I know what she's done. She does this weird thing where she's now forgetting that there's a dog door here. So when she goes out, this dog door, she goes all the way around the other side of the backyard, barks at the other dog, and then forgets that she can come back in this door. And then she sits at the garage waiting for me to let her in because it is opposite the front door. And she can sit there for hours thinking, when's she coming to get me? And she doesn't realise she can just come back around and come through the dog door that's open. I mean, what an idiot. So I have to go back around there and go, hello, come to the other door. The only way I can do it is a really big backyard. Just like shake keys and call her, hello. You love that. What do you love? What is Emma saying? I missed it. SP reached out to me after months of no contact, apologising and saying he never deserved me. Oh, Emma! Woo-hoo-hoo! What did you do, darling? Tell us. That's wonderful news. Oh, I'm so pleased for you. What did you do, darling? Tell us what you did. Yes, Queen. Yes, exactly. Making the noise is what I think. Making the noise? What are you talking about? Does affirming all day make the manifestation come faster? Well, it helps. It's new thinking. Emma, we're all so happy for you. Yes! Yay, Emma! My SP blocked me. Can you help? Stop saying they've blocked you. Stop affirming they've blocked you. Stop thinking they've blocked you. Okay? They're constantly calling and texting me. They're always reaching out to me. They can't get enough of me. They're obsessed with me. Start saying that. Imagine them going to their phone and going, I don't know why I blocked her. That was stupid. Unblock. Okay? Imagine that. And then imagine you're constantly calling and texting each other. And then if that was the case and they were constantly reaching out to you, you can't be blocked, can you? Why is this laggy like this? For fun today, I assumed SP was being obsessive over me and he literally called me 3 times back to back. Oh, Olivia! It's going so well. Lord. Loz, oh, Will's here. SP said she was tired of all the disrespect, thought it was our oldest, but it wasn't. Feel bad for her. Oh, Loz said she was tired of all the disrespect, thought it was our oldest, but it wasn't. Feel bad for her. Oh, so your oldest child is disrespecting her or children disrespecting her? Well, be her shoulder to cry on, Will, first of all. Secondly, to start affirming your children are wonderful to her and treat her beautifully. Just say they all treat her beautifully. Okay, if that's what's going on. How can I visualize? Step into the state of being there already, darling. So imagine yourself in the scene, seeing what you want to see with your eyeballs, as if you're here and you can't, like, I can only see my hands and I can only see myself because my iPad's showing me. But in real life, you can't see yourself. You can only see your hands, your legs, your feet, your body, right? You see what you would see. You don't do it as if you're watching yourself walking down the aisle. You see yourself walking down the aisle with the people sitting here and you see your groom ahead of you. That's how you would visualize. By first person perspective. How do some things manifest when we don't even think of them? Because it's treading in the wine press, guys. That's what Neville calls it. At some point, you probably thought it. You just don't remember thinking it. It's cause and effect of like stuff from ages ago, but you forget. Can I manifest my boyfriend to forget all the mistakes I made? Yes, darling. Just say everything is forgotten and forgiven. The past is dead to us now. We move forward. It's a fresh start. He's forgiven me for everything. He loves my crazy. He just loves how I got that day. He just thinks it's funny. He doesn't care. I make no mistakes and he knows it. He thinks I'm perfect. My SP has reached out, but why are negative thoughts trying to creep their way back in? Because your old story's still hanging around, darling. So when he reaches out, think only new thoughts. Affirm, affirm, affirm. Before you pick up the phone, only the new thinking. Stop your fears, letting take over your brain. What exactly is forcing the 3D? It is doing things that you're trying to manifest, but doing it forcibly. Like, he's going to reach out to me. He's going to be obsessing about me. So you constantly post social pictures on socials to get their attention. You constantly put quotes on Instagram that applies to them to get their attention. You drive past their house. You walk into their workplace. You try and get their attention in some way rather than just assuming they're going to come towards you. That's forcing the 3D. Oh, damn, that's me. Don't do that. No, it wasn't our oldest. It must be someone else. Oh, someone's disrespecting her. Someone else. Who might that be? Interesting. Thoughts don't go away by affirming it a few times. Yeah, you've got to do it a lot, guys. You've got to think, how long have those other thoughts been there? Never realised how many negative thoughts I had since trying to catch them and change them to positive. I know, guys, it's a motherfucker when you really realise it. Guys, if you're really, really thinking that, oh, I don't have any negative thoughts, sit down for 20 minutes and write down every thought you think without doing anything else but thinking. Don't have any music on. Don't look at your phone. Just think thoughts and write them down. You'll shock the shit out of yourself. You'll be shocked at all the negativity that's in that brain of yours. As Neville says, you wouldn't say half the stuff you say to yourself to your worst enemy. Can you manifest that they feel guilt for treating you badly? Well, you can, darling, but what the fuck do you want that for? Why do you want them to feel guilty? Some people go, I'm seeking revenge. I just want to get back together with them so I can break up with them this time. What? You want them to feel guilty? You caused it. Darling, you've got to understand that you caused everything with your thinking. If you're constantly trying to get apologies, guys, if you constantly want them to feel bad and feel guilty, you're not getting this. You're not understanding that you caused it. You're like yelling yourself in the mirror. Apologise to me. Feel guilty. But you're yelling at yourself. You caused it with your thinking. Assess the thoughts you had during the relationship that caused the breakup, that caused them to act the way they did, and realise it was you and only you, and the only person that you need to apologise to is yourself. The only person who needs to stop feeling guilty is you for doing that shit unknowingly. Got it? So I left him on red to be my queen energy. What do you think about this? Well, that's manipulation. That's not queen energy, guys. There's a big difference. A lot of people think queen energy is like, I'm going to ignore you. I'm going to be a bitch. No. You can be your warm, lovely self. Yes, you're getting on with your life and you're not jumping into DMs as soon as they answer back out of desperation. You do it when you're free, but you don't manipulate, darling. There's a difference. That's coming out of fear. I'm going to do this to get a reaction. I'm going to do this because this is the rule I'm making for myself. And because of this rule, this will now happen. No, I want you to come from a place of texting them back with confidence. Okay? How did you yourself get into Neville? By fucking my life up, darling, royally, and being really confused about law of attraction. And then somehow, somewhere I saw someone recommend Feeling is a Secret, and I read it and went, oh, it all makes sense now. I can't even remember when probably 2016 or something, I think I found the audio book of Feeling is a Secret on Audible, and I listened to it and went, oh. And then I listened to all these lectures over and over and over every day for like maniacally for about a year. I must have got up every morning and just had his lectures playing every day for probably a couple of months. That's why I can quote him so much, because I used to listen to him so much. And it took me ages to really get it. What are you drinking? Just coffee, darling, and water. Once I stopped responding immediately to SP's text, he got pissy with me. Well, sometimes they do, guys, because they're used to you responding straight away all the time. They're not used to new you. Yes, Feeling is a Secret. It's a great book, and he means the feeling that is done, not feelings. He does not mean feelings. He says, step into the state of the wish fulfilled as if you have it already, and how would you feel then once you've done that? But that's not the key to it. The key is stepping into the state of it and feeling it is done, and then you can have feelings. If anyone's teaching you on here, and there's some people saying, Neville spoke about feelings. No, he didn't. You're an idiot, and you're trying to say you're teaching Neville and you don't understand him and you're misquoting him constantly. Do you remember the very first thing you tested manifestation on? One conscious thing I remember doing. I wanted yellow leather ballet flats. I don't know why, but it was very specific. So I thought, I'm going to get a pair of yellow ballet flats that are leather. And I knew the colour. It was like bright yellow. And the next day, I was walking down the street and there was a shoe shop down the road from me, and I never used to go in there. And as I looked in the window, there was a pair of yellow ballet flats, exact kind of shoes I wanted. Flat, bright yellow leather, like canary yellow, with this a little leather bow on the front. I walked in. I said, can I look at those shoes, please? She goes, oh, yeah, it's the only one here. I said, what size are they? She said, 8.5. They're my size. She said, oh, it's funny. These are the only ones we have. I was like, oh, my God, I did that. And then that's when people go, oh, that's a coincidence. That's a coincidence that you did that. And you think, okay, well, I'll try it again. So you try another thing, and then you realize it wasn't a coincidence. And I did that years ago. I can't remember when I did that. That was when I went, ooh, powerful. I tested mine on hot pink cars, said 2 weeks ago, walked out of the bag yesterday, seen one. Oh, love it. Loz, have you read E squared? Oh, I don't know that one. What's E squared? Who wrote that? A lot of the newer age ones I haven't read. I've read a lot of the really, really old stuff, like all the new age authors like James Allen, Earl Nightingale, Napoleon Hill, Charles C. Hannell. I'm kind of more of that ilk. Like anyone now is kind of rehashing all those teachings, like I'm rehashing teachings. You know what I mean? So I kind of go back to the source when I read stuff. So there's something about a book at the moment called Grit or something, and everyone's like, oh, it's about persistence. I'm like, yeah, that's what Neville says. So I'll just read Neville. You know what I mean? But I guess they're kind of doing it in layman's terms, so it makes it easier to understand. So if in the same way, if I wrote a book, same thing. How can I stop being shy? Start saying, I'm so confident in my own skin. When I walk in a room, everyone takes notice of me. When I talk, people listen. I love hanging around people. I love talking to people. Do you believe in God? Neville mentions God a lot. Look, I believe we are gods, okay? Neville isn't religious in any way. You just need to understand he doesn't belong to it. He didn't belong to any religion. He actually pissed off a lot of religions because he was saying God is in you. That's the point that you need to get when he says it. God is in you. You have the power. It says it all the way through the Bible. So I believe that God is in me. I have a power within me. So that's what I believe. Not in an entity outside of me. Absolutely not. Thanks so much. Oh! Geesh, no more signs. Oh, good. You're like, no more signs. Good. My self-concept improvement seems to be pushing him away. Now what? Well, if you keep saying it seems to be doing that, then it will. Why could it be pushing him away? What are you doing, darling, in the 3D that's pushing him away? I want to know what you're doing in the 3D. Are you saying things like, I deserve to be respected. I'm a queen. Are you saying shit? Because saying it is different. Thanks so much. Oh, you're welcome. I'm affirming he holds no power on me. When he sees me on dating apps, he gets jealous. Yes, say that. When he sees me on dating apps, oh my God, he gets so jealous. He's raging with jealousy. Well done. I will get on this straight away. Oh, well done for what? How can you manifest something immediately? Well, you can try. I believe everything's got its own appointed time, so I don't believe in doing things immediately, guys, but I do things in a crisis a lot of the time. I want someone to say something, so I'll just imagine them saying it. So someone's sick and they've got a diagnosis and they think it's this, and I'll say, you're going to say this, 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 you're going to say this. And then they'll come out and say that. When I lost my mum a couple of weeks ago, my mum is in an old people's home. She's got severe dementia. She can't speak, and she went missing, and it was dark and it was cold. And as I was driving, I was visualizing with my eyes open, imagining, throwing my arms around her and saying, Mum, I'm so glad we found you. Where have you been? And an hour later, that's exactly what happened. And I just had to do it in a crisis. Well, it was less than half an hour. It was probably half an hour after that, half an hour. But I've been searching for 2 hours. What about a guy I thought about 3 years ago, and I ran into him last year after 25 years? Oh! Wonderful, darling. Same with the bees. What are we talking about with the bees? Bunch of scientific experiments to prove yourself. Oh, E squared. It's a bunch of scientific experiments to prove to yourself you are manifesting. Oh, really? I'll have to look it up. I love the science ones when they prove that this is true, like the gateway process. I'll go find that. E squared. I'll put that in Amazon. Can you explain more about when Kim Velez said that you don't have to affirm 24/7? Okay. So what Kim Velez was talking about, I think a lot of people, because look, guys, you've got to understand, when we're doing TikToks, Kim and I, we can only talk for 60 seconds. There's only so much we can say. And sometimes, but you didn't explain this part. You didn't explain exactly how to do it. Bitch, I've got 60 seconds. I mean, there's only so much I can fucking say. And I talk really fucking fast. And then people tell me I talk too fucking fast. What she meant is this. You want to get into the state of it is done. Now, if it is done in your mind, then affirming and affirming and affirming that it's done when it's already done in your mind is kind of useless. So she's saying, once you've stepped into the state of absolutely 100% believing it is already here and he is yours, then the affirming kind of cancel, like it's not needed as much. Yes, affirm for your self-concept. Yes, affirm for your building yourself up and giving yourself queen energy and getting on the pedestal. But affirming for them and they are yours and they're mine, if you're absolutely 100% convinced and living in the end of your mind, you don't have to anymore. But most people that I speak to aren't 100% convinced. And Kim's talking about when you're 100% convinced. And that's what Joseph Ally talks about a lot on his channel on YouTube, and people get hella confused because what he's talking about is living in the Sabbath. It is done. Affirm a few times and it's done. Yeah, well, great, Joe. But obviously, Joseph Ally, you don't have any fucking negative thinking that's pulling you out of that state, taking you away from that story and thinking of the old story, thinking negative thinking that's causing that to go away and feel like it's not true. I say affirm as much as you can so that the old thoughts don't creep in, that the old story doesn't come back and kill that new story in your brain, okay? So you can only really do that if you're fully convinced of the outcome. You're fully convinced it's here already. That's what Kim's talking about, and that's what Joseph talks about, but confuses the hell out of people, and they think they're doing it wrong because they're affirming all day. But obviously Joe's some kind of monk in his mind and doesn't have any fucking negative thoughts. Okay. All right, guys, got to go soon because I've got shit to do. Hi, Nat Cohen. Wow, thank you. What are we saying wow about? I just feel like screaming, oh my God, literally been doing this for so long. Well, then you're fucked. Darling, look, people that come on here and go, I've been doing this for so long. Sad face. I don't know what to say to you. Have you been listening to some LOA? Have you been doing 369? Have you been affirming for your SP all fucking day? Well, you're doing it wrong. Go and watch all the videos in my Facebook group because I don't care how long you've been doing it. You've been doing it a long time wrong. You've been affirming for them and focusing on them, which is the complete opposite of what manifests. You've been doing 369 and all this absolute bullshit that won't do anything for you. What have you been actually doing? Rather than getting sad and going, I've been doing this so long, tell me what you've actually fucking been doing because whatever it is isn't fucking working. Go and watch all my videos in the Facebook group, guys, if you're hella fucking lost about this. And if you want your SP back, I beg you to go and watch number 25 and number 41 first of all. Then watch them all from 1 to fucking 150, whatever. Then watch all the Facebook lives as well. Actually, I'd watch them backwards. I would watch all the videos backwards, guys. Because they probably got better as I got better at teaching this. Okay, watch the Facebook lives first even. Okay, but guys, really, if you've been doing this for a really long time and you're saying it's not working, what have you fucking been doing? Tell me rather than giving me sad face. You've probably been listening to some fuckwits on here who are teaching you LOA. Or some idiot manifestation coach who thinks she's doing law of assumption but tells you to focus on SP affirmations all day. I just did a video about this. What is SP? Specific person, darling. Which video is first? Number 25 is about working on your self-concept to get your specific person back. And number 41 is working on getting rid of the old story, about them and you to get them back. 25 and 41. Got it? It works, people. Yes. Do you like Share Bear manifestation account? Oh, yes, she's nice. She's a good... I spoke to her early on when we were going to do a live together, but we never did. She does confuse a bit of LOA stuff in sometimes. But she's a nice girl. But she just confuses a bit of LOA in sometimes. In no contact, should we try reaching out to say happy birthday if we're blocked to see if we're unblocked now? Look, if you want to wish them happy birthday, I said this before, it's up to you guys how you want to do it. It's hard. Birthdays are hard. I don't know what to tell you guys. You've got to come from a place of absolute confidence of the outcome when you're going to text them happy birthday or ring them. Loz, every time I wake up during the night, I repeat my affirmations you gave me and drift off. Oh, wonderful, Claudia, wonderful. That's what you should be doing, guys. Hooray. Thank you for all your help. Oh, you're welcome, Maria. Okay. Oh, does saying affirmations while looking in the mirror do anything? Yes, it does lots of things because you're staring at yourself and saying your self-concept affirmations to your own eyeballs. It's brilliant. You're talking to you. And rampage that, guys. Stand in front of the mirror and rampage. It's an excellent, excellent, excellent thing to do. Okay, right. I am going, guys, because I've got to get out of my pajamas and I've got to finish the courses I'm doing. The self-concept course, the specific person course, the manifesting morons course. All right, guys, please do follow me. If you don't follow me already, I go live twice daily, normally around this time or a bit later, and then morning time UK, which is kind of early morning time US, okay? And go to the Facebook group so you can watch all these lives back. I save them all in there. Plus, I go live every Friday on Facebook, and you can ask questions in the forum. It's a lovely supportive community, but just ask questions in the forum, not sending them to the main page to be approved. They won't be. Thank you for the present, darling. All right, guys, I will see you soon. And if you want coaching, I'm booked for the next 3 weeks, but there are spots starting up in July. All right, guys, all the links are in my bio to the Facebook group and my coaching, and I'll see you later. Bye. Love you. Bye.